Good evening, folks, and welcome to the Party Paranormal radio show, where we will discuss all things paranormal. Hear firsthand eyewitness accounts from fellow team members and special guests. Now, for lead investigator and your host, Eric Vanderlaan, and co-host, Michael Delcoro.
What's up, everyone? What's up, my paranormal people? I'm like a little bit excited because it's been like 10 months since I've been on. It seems like forever. We took a break last week because I was at an event, Pair Experience 2022 at Virginia City, Nevada. Freaking awesome, amazing. And we're gonna have first of all, I'm your host, Eric Vanderlaan. I'm also the team leader of Party Paranormal, and I got to introduce my pal over here.
Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. My name is Mike Delcoro. I'm a case manager and tech specialist with Party Paranormal, and I'm going to let Eric finish telling you about what's going on and what we're getting into tonight.
Yeah, so we missed everyone last week, but we got a really amazing show tonight. We're going to talk about Virginia City, and the whole town is haunted. It's crazy. It's like the Disney World of the paranormal. If you want to go someplace where you're going to get paranormal all over the place, that's the place to go to. There's an event every year called Pair Experience 2022. And last year they had it in Tahoe, Nevada. This year in Virginia City, and it was amazing. We had 6 locations that we were able to investigate. And we also have our special guest who was attending the event, Cody from New Reality. He's out in Los Angeles. He's very familiar with Virginia City. He's investigated it many times. So that's what we're going to talk about. I'm going to share some evidence that we captured. We're going to talk about the Delco. Everyone loves the Delco, right? And Cody did the Delco, and he had like a freaky experience. So he's going to talk about that. We also have Fran, who also attended Pair Experience 2022 as with Party Paranormal. And yeah, so that's how we're going to roll it. And I'm not going to waste any more time because we got a lot of stuff to cover. So we're going to have a good show. I'm just going to go ahead and play the intro for a New Reality. And here we go.
Let's do it.
If you really very easy. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Porch. I'm on the porch. Is that where you're at? What the? Whoa! Shit! What? The door's moving. Holy sh! Here to say hello. Oh! Oh, fuck! So you want to move that up there? Yeah.
Wow.
Ed, did you shoot?
Again?
It's me. It's perfect.
There's a shuffle behind you?
What's that? Are we talking with something negative? Oh! What the? Oh! I land. I covered it. What the fuck was that?
I forgot to bleep. Awesome video, though.
Very cool.
Yep. So we're not going to waste any time, and we're going to bring Cody on. What's up, guys? Cody?
Hey, what's up, man?
welcome to the show and long time no see. Thanks for coming on.
Absolutely excited to be here. I'm stoked.
Dude, whoever
Happy to
did
have
your I don't know if you did or whoever produced your videos, is freaking amazing. Awesome job. Oh, very talented.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Great job.
Yeah, no, I wanted to put something together for PEX, so I just grabbed like most of our awesome catches and just threw it in there,
Okay, very cool.
Yeah.
And so what we're going to talk about is Virginia City. You've been there many times.
Yes.
Our team was there as well. We're going to bring on Fran and a few, and we're going to talk about the Para Experience 2022. You guys are like the headline now for the next one, I noticed.
So
that's pretty cool.
It's not only even the headline, like we're actually like sponsored now. So
awesome.
So
congratulations.
It happened so quickly. It's super awesome. We're super blessed to do it. I'm super excited. Unfortunately Shawn can't be here. He has to work, but him and I have been friends with Jamie Lee for a long time.
Miss you, Shawn.
Yeah, I miss you, bro.
He's a cool
the
dude.
person who put on PEX, so it's just an honor to be a part of it. Love it.
Very cool.
Heck yeah.
And can you tell us, like, I know you guys used to be on another team, and then you formed the new reality. How did you guys get into the paranormal? I know both of you are sensitive as well.
Yeah, so I saw something when I was 16 years old that I couldn't really explain. Just a real quick story. Basically, it was 3 a.m. I was playing video games. I heard what sounded like a vacuum. I went out to go investigate it. I thought my mom was vacuuming at 3 a.m. It was weird. I go out there, no vacuum. It's coming from the garage. I open the garage, and it's my dad's leaf blower, and it's unplugged in the middle of the room. And I'm like,
wow.
Yeah. So I'm 16, and I'm looking at this, and I'm like, no. Tripping. So ever since then, I was engulfed into the paranormal, and I had to figure out what was going on,
Yeah, that's mind-blowing for sure.
Yeah.
Had to be a little startling too, especially at that age or whatever. And you're like,
what? I was actually with a buddy, and he's like, dude, turn it off. And I'm like, no, bro, I'm not going near that.
I'm not touching that. You turn it off.
Yeah, but now you'll chase after that thing, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. So how long has New Reality been together?
So Shawn and I actually started, just quick backstory. We started we're actually very spiritual, right? Shawn and I. Mm-hmm. Shawn's the psychic medium. I'm sensitive. Mm-hmm. We used to go to like spiritual retreats together, and we actually started our own business called Crystal Sage. Never really took off, but we were selling crystals and doing readings and stuff like that. But on the side, we would investigate with a team called Para, is what they were called. And it wasn't YouTube or anything. We would just go to places and investigate, and we did that, and we loved it. We did it for a long time. And then, finally, Shawn and I were like, dude, let's just make our own, we're catching all this activity. Let's just make our own show, essentially. Mm-hmm. So we started doing podcasting. We did podcasting for a long time. It's actually still out. It's called the New Realities Paranormal Podcast. You can find that anywhere. Spotify.
I was on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, guys, definitely check it out. Tell our listeners and our viewers where they can find that if they want to listen to it.
Yeah, so any platform, guys, iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, it's all on there. Also, you can head to our website, which is down there right now, thenewreality11.com. Has all of our links, our YouTubes, Instagrams, all that stuff. So
awesome.
But yeah, then we formed the New Reality about 1.5 years ago. So
okay, very cool. And you guys have exploded, right?
Yeah, you guys are killing it.
No, it's been a time, man. I'm having the best time of my life doing this stuff. It's my passion. I know Shawn is the same as well. It's just, we're so blessed to go around these places and just investigate and really try and prove the paranormal,
Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah. We got a strong passion. And when people meet with those passions, like some crazy things can happen, some magical things.
Absolutely.
So we're not going to waste any more time, and we're going to bring our investigator, Fran.
Hello.
Hey, Franny.
What's up, guys?
What up?
How you doing?
What up?
So I want to talk about Virginia City because that place was freaking amazing.
Yes.
I mean, if people don't know it, it's like Disney World for the paranormal. It's like a whole town that's haunted.
Yes.
And we had 6 locations, and we got activity. I don't know about you, but for me, and I was stuck in the train depot, and I'm like, okay, let's see how this goes. And I ended up partnering up with Joe Vitale. He was there alone, so he just asked us to join in, and so we were there for like, I don't know, maybe a little over an hour. We got some crazy stuff in there. I mean, Fran's music box or coffin box was going off like on cue.
Yeah.
We were getting really good EVPs. So my favorite spot of the whole place, and I got some video clips of it, is the Washoe Club. I would love to go back in there again. We were in the crypt, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, the crypt was the city morgue, like in the back, late 1800s, like when the gold miners were there, and pretty much they just like threw the bodies in there.
Yep, stacked, like bodies stacked on bodies.
That's crazy.
And can you tell us a little bit more history about the Washoe Club?
Oh, I'm gonna botch it.
That's okay. But what are like the known spirits that you've experienced there?
So definitely Scotty. He's the guy who committed suicide upstairs, top floor. There's actually still his blood splatter on the carpet there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so pretty interesting spirit to talk to. That room's always got some vibes going on. There's what's called the Whistler, and we've caught him multiple times, just whistling. There's also been the not so nice spirit. I guess they call him. I believe it's the Crawler. I could be wrong, but it's in the back left room. It's like called the Red Room. Super active spot. I mean, and
is that where the pool table is?
I was just gonna ask that.
So it's right above the pool table.
Okay.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah. It's on the
That's
top.
a weird
top floor.
vibe.
Yeah. The pool table's got crazy vibes too. That whole place is just a bunch of entities just all intertwined with each other. It's crazy.
It's true, yeah.
And what have you ever got activity in the crypt? Like, have you like been able to figure out what's in there?
So
for me, it seemed like it was just like random, I don't know, spirits. I don't know.
So we got random, it was definitely random stuff. But I'll tell you something kind of weird. Is we were filming with the SLS, and we're filming with the SLS, but we're on top of the crypt, right?
Right.
So right where like that elevator thing was.
Mm-hmm.
We're filming with the SLS. We got one body just kind of chilling, and then all of a sudden it splits into four, and there's four different bodies on top, and they're all kind of on top of each other. So to me, in my mind, I'm like, that kind of adds up to the stacking of body type of thing.
Yeah, probably trying to show you, like, listen,
what
this
happens.
is there's you think there might be only one, but there's multiple, and they're all on top of each other. Yeah, that's crazy. Wow.
Exactly.
Wow. That's actually
how many bodies do you think were, and how long were they putting bodies in there?
There's got to be. I don't even think there's enough. Like hundreds.
Oh, really?
Wow. There's got to be a lot.
Well, we were asking some questions in there, and we got some pretty interesting answers.
I'm excited to hear it.
I'm going to play the first one. By the way, Fran's DR60 was on fire.
Jasper was on a roll.
So let's play the first clip. Here we go. So my name is Eric.
I'm Fran.
I'm Mandy.
I'm Brian.
I'm Steven.
Say someone's name that you like in this room.
Okay, we're going to all introduce ourselves, and we're going to say our name, and you tell me someone that you like the best. Say their name, and please talk clear in that red light so we can hear you. It's kind of hard to make out what you're saying. So my name is Eric.
I'm Fran. I'm Mandy.
I'm Brian. I'm Steven. Say someone's name that you like in this room. What is your name?
I heard something faint there. I don't know.
That you like in this room. What is your name? We introduced ourselves. Now it's your turn to introduce yourself, but talk clear.
That first one might have been something no one.
No one?
No one?
Yeah.
Play it again.
Though. Want to play it again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going to all introduce ourselves, and we say our name, and you tell me someone that you like the best. Say their name, and please talk clear in that red light so we can hear you. It's kind of hard to make out what you're saying. So my name is Eric.
I'm Fran. I'm Mandy.
I'm Brian. I'm Steven. Say someone's name that you like in this room. What is your name? We introduced
bit of no one. It's kind of hard.
That's what I heard. It's sort of edited.
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, listening to it on my headphones, it almost sounded like it said, no one.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say it sounds like 3 syllables for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard, like when you're right there, especially with the DRs, because they're a little, could be like a little loud, But listen to it after it's recorded through the headphones, you can almost hear it better, right?
Awesome.
And that was wild.
And like,
cool.
I remember when we first did the EVP session with you, we were at the Washu Club, in that one room, that one hotel room. And I believe you were getting like a David, and then we like confirmed it on the recording. And we got a David on there. I think that was his name.
I think Tahoe Biltmore.
Tahoe Biltmore.
Yeah.
When we first like showed you the DR60s.
Yep.
It's amazing because we always use like multiple ones, and it's crazy how like one gets something gets something else, or one gets nothing.
Me, that's the best type of evidence. Like you're getting it on one but not the other. Like why are you not getting on that one but this one?
Exactly. That kind of rules out that
Yep.
It was something that was picking up something like physical in the room.
Absolutely.
Like a whisper.
It's like they're picking out which device they want to manipulate and answer to, which is really weird and cool. So yeah. So I got another video that I'm going to show that followed up to that one. Here we go. There's.
I do.
There's a little noise right when you recorded there. Like a knock, but that doesn't sound like it.
You talking to that red light? From that red light, we can hear what you said. Is your guy in here? Is your body here? How many of us are in this room?
I'll play it again.
That was really good.
It's definitely something.
I do.
I do.
You talking to that red light? From that red light, we can hear what you said. Is your guy in here? Is your body here? How many of us are in this room?
Did it say it is?
I have to make that one out. So it's like,
It's not. I thought I don't have time.
I don't have time.
Something like that.
I'll play it again.
Play again.
You talking to that red light? From that red light, we can hear what you said. Is your guy in here? Is your body here? How many of us are in this room?
I heard get out. At the end, I think I heard get out. I heard get out.
Something. I'm.
You like that? If you talking to that red light, from that red light, we can hear what you say. Is your guy in here? Is your body here? How many of us are in this room?
Yes. So I say yes.
Play it again.
You like cats? If you talking to that red light, from that red light, we can hear what you say. Is your guy in here? Is your body here? How many of us are in this room?
Yes.
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 So like 2 different recorders getting 2 different things. I don't know why I said, do you like cats? I don't even remember.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you,
I
like,
don't know
where did
how
that come from?
conversation.
Wasn't there like a mummified cat in the Washu Club?
I don't know.
I think there was a mummified like cat like in one of like the displays. Yeah, I think like by the crypts. I think that's why I picked up cats. I thought that was significant.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So there was like a
All
mummified cat that was like preserved there or something. I don't know. It was really displayed. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool.
So I think that was like the significance of that.
Yeah, definitely. So I don't know, like when I walked into that crypt, like
Skippy, the mummified cat.
There you go. Mandy was there. She was in that video. She's with Hollywood Paranormal Detectives, and they were one of the groups that was there. So we were lucky enough to have that room to ourselves for a little bit. So we were doing these EVP sessions, but I don't know, like when I first walked in there, like I could like it almost like smacked me in the face when I walked in there with the vibe and all that. Fran, how did you feel when you went in there? Like what were your
definitely heavy. Like the crypt area, definitely heavy. It was just right away you walk in, and it's just not so much knowing the history. I think I was told the history afterwards, but you can definitely tell it's like this dark little creepy room in the corner. And for some reason, I felt like I was drawn to look up. I don't know what's up there, but for some reason that was like piquing my interest. Like I was just focused to look up and hope to capture something, but I don't know why I was drawn to look above and see all these like wooden planks and whatnot, but I don't know what's up there.
Yeah, it's very creepy looking. In one of the videos, you'll see like a picture of it in the end, but it's like all dark and it's like really narrow. Like how wide is that? It's like maybe like what, 15 feet wide?
Yeah.
Maybe like
if that.
Yeah, and then maybe like, I don't know, like 30 or 40 feet long, and it goes like what, like 2 or 3 stories up, like all the way to the top?
No, it goes 3 stories up all the way to the top.
Yeah,
wow, cool.
So it just got a real creepy vibe, and there's like stuff going all over the place. Like Cody was saying, in that one room upstairs,
the whole place is just filled with activity. I'm telling you, you just walk with your recorder through the whole place, and you'll catch all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, there's so much history, you know.
Yes,
it's awesome. I would definitely need to check it out sometime for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And there's all types of crazy things that went there, right, Cody? Like there were, first of all, you got the gold miners who were, I mean, not gold, silver. This is in the late 1800s. It was a Western town, and it just boomed because of the silver, right?
You got the silver miners, you got the brothels, you got prostitution, you got
gunfights,
straight up cowboys. You know what I mean? Poker, gambling, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Wild.
So I'm going to show the next video, and here we go. You definitely got something. You're telling me.
Can you put your finger right here? Touch that middle thing. When you come to get out,
Never.
how many bodies are in here?
Never.
Sounded
Can you
like
put your
never.
finger right here? Touch that middle thing.
Never.
When you come to
It
get
said
out,
no, never.
Yeah.
how many bodies are in here?
Oh my god.
There's something there.
It was like a full sentence, but
Yeah.
amplifier. Or sorry, one
But no, never. When I said touch
Yeah.
that,
no,
Yeah,
that was pretty
never.
cool.
That's weird.
No, never.
Let's see.
Can you put your finger right here? Touch that middle thing. When you come to get out, how many bodies are in here?
Yep. Did it say 11?
Here, play it again.
But yeah.
Can you put your finger right here? Touch that middle thing. When you come to get out, how many bodies are in here?
11.
11?
Play it one more time.
Can you put your finger right here? Touch that middle thing. When you come to get out, how many bodies are in here?
It sounds like this is 11.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yo, how about those riffs though?
They were free too. No
I was
copyright
jamming.
infringement. Actually, Cody, one of our team members is Ernesto. He has a rock band called Modern Mimes, and they're on tour right now. So we use his music, and we were getting like these copyright claims on our YouTube
From using his.
And I don't know, but like Mike messaged them, and I saw that they were removed. So
Yeah, I messaged
That's good.
YouTube. I just put a little dispute, and they took
Yeah.
it off.
That's funny.
So if you ever need someone to write you music, we got.
Yeah,
you on
he's been
that.
doing that too for
Yeah.
people because he's
Exactly.
he's part of the team. He loves the paranormal. He loves
Heck
all
yeah.
the teams and helping people. So he'll make you whatever it is that you want for any of your content. Anybody else out there that's listening too, just check out modernmimes.com and he'll write you some copyright free music and different things. So
That's awesome.
very cool. Yeah, and he rips, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very talented. He's doing it for actually my upcoming season of Supernatural. Number 2, season 2.
He just did it for Joe Hunt's Ghost,
Joe.
Florida
Yep.
podcast. Greetings to Florida, and he did the Florida State song with
Yeah.
like the banjo, like the original, and then it just turns into like a guitar and just starts ripping. It's really cool stuff.
Yeah, he's very talented. Yeah.
Grove Judas said that Cody and him are going to do a song.
We actually are. We are doing it.
Oh,
That's
really?
awesome.
Oh, very
Yeah.
cool.
Cool.
Awesome. Yeah. So like, I just want to give a shout out to everyone that's in our chat and that's being engaged. Just like rocking tonight.
Yeah, heck yeah,
very
guys.
cool.
Thank you all. Thank you all for coming and participating.
Our PEX peeps are in the chat too. So shout out to Cassie, Joe, he's on here. Carrie, Erica,
J9,
Janine, they're all here. We got our team. We got a huge team. We got like 30 team members. We're split into twos, but we're one big family. We cover the north and one covers the south. So
nice. Heck yeah.
Yep. And actually, Fran got a nice little shout out from Scotty.
Yeah, that's all.
She's our co-founder.
I love it. She's awesome.
She's the mother hen.
She's our mama bear. She provides all the snacks. Very important.
I
The
love
most
that.
important
That's
tool.
the best. That's all you need right there.
Turkey break, brownies, you name it. Sandwiches.
Definitely. So I'm going to show one more video, and then we got a little contest going on. And actually, Cody, you and Shawn can also join it. You may like it. It's with the Ghost Hunter store. There are sponsors here, so every month we run a contest for that, and we'll explain that later. So last video, and then after we do the contest, then we're going to go and talk about your experiences with the Delco.
Perfect.
So let me find it first. And here we go. We're getting ready to leave. Do you want us to come back? Will you talk to us?
Do you want me to buy you a drink? Do you like whiskey, tequila, gin?
You like gin and juice?
Yeah.
Do you want me to buy you a drink? Do you like whiskey? Do you want us to come back? Will you talk to us? Do you want me to buy you a drink?
Yes.
Do you like whiskey? Tequila? Gin?
Yes.
Do you like gin and juice?
Yes. No.
Or no.
I heard no.
Yeah, or no.
Now we're talking
I think they like whiskey. Yeah, they said whiskey.
So I guess they wouldn't like hanging out with Snoop Dogg.
No.
Like
Super
changing up every
intelligent
now and then.
responses. It's dope.
Yeah, definitely. It was really cool. So yeah, I would love to go back there one day. I know the next PEX will probably be at a different location, which will probably be another amazing place. But
Did you go?
maybe.
Did
Go
you
ahead.
go actually into Washoe at all?
No, we didn't have. I didn't have a chance to do that.
I think it was scheduled Ladies of the Paranormal, but I don't know what ended up happening with that. Like, I just never seemed to come into play.
You all need to go back and go in Washoe. It's. I'm just telling you, it's gonna. It changed my life when we investigated it. It's just it's that much activity. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It feels active for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that night, you actually were investigating with the Bonanza, the restaurant.
What's that?
You guys were the first
yeah.
night. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
How did that go?
It was good. A lot of activity down in the basement for sure. And it's not like so their bathrooms are downstairs, right?
It's almost like across the street.
I'm just going to ask you a question about that, but go ahead. Because I was there for
It's directly across from Silver Queen. Their bathrooms are downstairs, and I thought, oh, this is the basement. It's just the bathrooms, but no, it keeps going and going. So we go all the way to the bottom, and yeah, there's all types of weird activity down there.
Yeah, what's weird is when we're having like lunch or breakfast, maybe I went downstairs to use the bathroom, and I could have sworn like I kept hearing like footsteps around me, like near me, like if somebody was walking. but there was nobody there. So maybe there was somebody there, but I thought that was weird. I just kept hearing movement. And when I like stepped out, there was like nobody there. So I didn't know if there was like I was like reported. There's like footsteps or people walking a lot or activity like towards like that basement and bathroom area.
And it's funny you say that because the female restroom is supposed to be super haunted. And we were inside there and I heard clear as day 2 footsteps in the stall next to me.
Yeah, that's exactly what I almost like what was like, you know, trying to do my business, and I kept like feeling like somebody was like next door to me, and there's nobody there. Like I looked like where the feet area is at. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna be that creep real quick because I feel like there's something there, and there wasn't. So I don't know. I was like, maybe it's just me. It's day, you know, it's daylight. There's people here. It's a restaurant, but I thought that was really strange. So I was like curious to know if like that happens a lot. But
yep, cool. It definitely happens.
Cool.
What's the story behind the Bonanza?
So it used to be a lot of different things, according to the manager who gave us a tour. Mm-hmm. They actually have the suicide table there.
Okay.
So you guys heard about that, right?
Oh, no, I haven't.
So basically, I'm going to botch the story, but basically everybody who's owned this table, it's a poker table. Everybody who's owned this table, the owners have ended up committing suicide. That's why they call it the suicide table. So the Bonanza actually has it now, and it's, you know, it's in plexiglass, so it's all, you know, it's all covered up, and it's there. We didn't really catch any activity over there. Like I said, it was more so in the basement, but the place for sure, they used to have ladies in the night there, prostitution. That's just huge in Virginia City in that time period, you know.
Yeah.
But also prohibition. There's like tunnels down there and all kinds of stuff. So.
Yeah, and those tunnels and stuff, a lot of them I know, you know, they used to Shanghai people and everything as well, you know.
Yep.
And you know, that's awesome. Yeah. And so I know I think Eric asked you this before we were on, but like out of all the locations there, if you had to pick one to investigate, which one would you say would be, you know, your choice?
It'd probably be Washoe Club in Virginia. In actual Virginia City, it'd probably be Washoe Club. And then next to that would be Mackey Mansion, for sure.
I wish I had more time.
Yeah,
we're not going to talk about what happened, but let's just say we wish War Party had more time.
Yeah, I feel that.
We were getting stuff like right off the bat. We had like REM pods all over the place, and they were going off, and we were getting EVPs, and then on the walkie-talkie, time to switch.
Emma and Peter are one of the like resident ghosts there, and they are super, super active. They talk to everybody. It's nuts.
Yeah, we were getting like Emma. There's a little girl named Emma, right?
Yep. Yeah, Emma on the recorder.
So that was pretty cool. Definitely very cool. So we're at the halfway point. Mike, you got like a little special announcement for everyone that we're going to bring back? Contest? We're starting it over.
No, so yeah, last month, you know, so basically what we'll do is every episode we're going to go ahead and give you a keyword, and if you comment that, not in the live chat, but the actual comments for this video, once it's published, like after it goes live, it'll be published, and you come back and comment in there, and the code word for this episode is going to be the new reality. If you comment that in there, you'll be entered into a chance to win for the beginning of next month. We're going to raffle off a $50 gift card to the Ghost Hunter store. Ghost Xers won last month, so that was really cool.
He was at PEX.
Yeah,
he was very happy.
Yeah, heck yeah. And the other thing is too, if you guys go to the ghosthunterstore.com and you use code GhostGoneWild, all one word, you'll get a percentage off your order as well. So we're
everybody's a winner.
Everybody's a winner.
Yeah, no losers here.
Winner, chicken dinner. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and roll our little ad for our sponsor that we did, and we'll be back shortly.
What's up, my paranormal peeps? I'm Eric Vanderlaan, and I'm the host of War Party Paranormal Radio, and also the team leader of War Party Paranormal Research. And we got an exciting announcement to let you guys know tonight, and it involves stuff like this and my co-host.
going to take all of that.
What's up, guys? I'm Mike Delcoro with War Party, obviously. We are a technical team, and we always have people ask us, where can we get equipment like this? Well, you can get it from the ghosthunterstore.com. We got a nice little sponsorship worked out with them. We're going to be doing some giveaways, so stay tuned. Very, very cool, and go check them out at the ghosthunterstore.com.
Peace. Go get your money.
Go get it. Hey, thanks, Dan, for our moderator in the chat there for putting that information up on the screen. He's doing an awesome job. Really appreciate him. Dan Tex there. Killing it as always.
Dan's the man.
Yeah, definitely. So Saturday night was like the night with the Delco experiment. Like we had well, I think Cody, you and Shawn did it Friday.
We did. Well, no, Shawn did
Both
it Friday.
nights?
I did it Saturday.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. And not only you guys did it, but Patty Negree did it as well.
Yep.
She's going to be on the show next week, and we're going to show some stuff with her doing it. So we're going to save those videos for that night. But what was really cool was Cody and Patty like had almost a similar experience. I'm going to start with the little like interview video that you guys were talking about.
Well, real quick,
Mike?
let me explain just in case anybody that's listening or anybody that's watching,
Oh yeah,
that is unfamiliar with that. It's something that I kind of came up with to make the custom goggles there. So basically, and the team's been testing it, and War Party's been testing it, and now we got a lot of other teams testing it and other people, and we're comparing evidence, and it's just truly shocking. But basically, if you're familiar with the Gansfeld experiment, hey, the Gansfeld podcast and that's watching, I'm sure he is. But basically, it was an experiment back in the day where they would take ping pong balls and cut them in half and put them over your eyes and kind of tape them so there's no light coming through, and they would shine a red light at your face, and so all you see is red. And then you would listen to white noise with headphones, and you would get into like a meditative state. And they used it to test ESP and different things of that nature. And I came up with the idea to, instead of white noise, why don't we use a spirit box and kind of cross it with like an Estes method with the Gansfeld experiment. So it's full sensory deprivation. Instead of having your eyes closed, you're looking into this red light and listening to a spirit box repeating. And the subject that's wearing the goggles is going to repeat what he feels, what he sees, and what he hears. And then somebody will be asking questions. And then these are the goggles here. These are the new ones with the full electroluminescent panel inside. So that's all you see. And then
the 2023 version.
Yeah, exactly. Mark II is actually what I'm calling them, because we'll have a Rev 1 and a Rev 2 with the LEDs, But we're actually, just a little tidbit for everybody that's been asking about buying them. I know I kind of said I've been waiting on parts and things like that. I also got something in the works. So pretty soon here, hopefully they will be readily available for purchase.
Stay tuned. For sure. And another thing I want to say is that we had like several people at PEX, not only Cody and Patty. We had Natalie from Paraflix. She did it. She got some awesome responses. And what was really cool is Janine from J9. We were in Rosie's room at the Silver Queen, and she was in the bathtub. And Rosie was a prostitute that committed suicide there. I think she slit her wrist or something.
Yep.
So we got some really awesome responses. So that was really cool. But the cool thing with Patty is like, so when we start the Delco experiment, there's like a ramp up time. You have to be under a trance for, I don't know, I would say what, Mike, 15, 20 minutes, or is that too long?
Yeah, no. About, they say, with the Gansfeld, about 15 to 20 minutes until you kind of start reaching that state of mind.
Yep. And then also the lights can stay on, they can flash, or they can strobe.
The original Gansfeld experiment was solid red. I integrated the flashing and the strobing into this to just try different things. I wouldn't recommend doing the flashing if you have epilepsy or you're prone to seizures or anything like that, because that could be pretty harsh. But but yeah, just warning there on that.
Let's go get a physical with your doctor. Make sure you bring a doctor's note when you come back. But yeah, with Patty, I don't know how you did it, Cody, but and everyone else, we started baby steps. We just did just the solid red. But I'm going to play a little video from PEX, and you guys are talking about the experiences you had doing the Delco, which I thought was very interesting.
Super awesome to see. Like, I was excited real quick, like just Patty's response. Like, I talked to her after the experiment, and I was just blown away. And then I saw Eric showed me your response video that we're about to play. And that just means so much to me to see everybody that really enjoying this experiment and getting awesome results. So it's very, very cool for sure.
And our ultimate goal is maybe we can create a blog or something, but I would love to hear everyone's experience once we send out the goggles to everyone, like a testimonial, see what they like, how it compares with everyone else. It'd be really cool
I do have that actually on my website here, flaparanormalresearcher.com, and I have a blog, and I go through all the steps and how I came up with it. I go from the Gansfeld to the Estes to this, and I just turned on comments so people can go there and comment. So there is actually a blog that you could do that.
Nice.
And on the War Party Paranormal website, warpartyparanormal.com.
Yeah, that's where you can find all our other stuff and all our events and upcoming events and all that fun stuff. It's on the ticker on the bottom.
Yep. All right, so let's play this interview, and then Cody, I want you to tell everyone what you experienced because they're dying to hear. So here we go.
All these people here trying to communicate with you.
Can't.
You can't communicate with us? Why not? What's so funny?
Okay, so I feel weird saying this, but when I was under the method, I saw the bricks melting, and then I'm not even kidding, the walls started closing in like this. And I'm like, hey guys, we're getting ready to do the raffle.
That's awesome.
Melting bricks.
That's
and
crazy.
Then like liquid.
Yes.
They became liquid, and then they became like dimensional. Like an acid trip.
Patty said acid trip.
She's so cute. I think she's like the cutest thing.
If you guys want to know what an acid trip is like without taking acid, do the Delco, right?
Yeah, and you know what? I was thinking about it. Like, you can use these for multiple different things. People can use them for meditation. There's another thing called binary beats. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
Binaural beats.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you can use my goggles for that as well, where you listen to different frequencies. So there's a couple different ways of using them. But that was awesome just to see everybody doing it at PAX and everything, and it was so cool to see everybody doing something that I came up with. Yeah, for sure.
So Cody, tell everyone where you did it. Like, set the scene, what you experienced.
So we did it we were at the Silver Queen. We were inside the chapel, talking with a not so nice spirit too. Some dude in the back with the little brim hat is what I.
The same dude Patty was talking about.
Exactly,
yeah.
Same dude.
Yeah.
So I sat in the same chair Patty did, and I waited about 10, 15 minutes, and then I just went for it. I did the strobe, and I did so. The build up to it, I was putting myself. It's funny, Mike, you were talking about it. I put myself in a meditative state, and I was really trying to just focus and just bring that in. But before we even got started, I started seeing the walls start to bleed or start to melt, like. And I'm not. I don't have there's no SDs going on. It's just the goggles, and I'm seeing this.
Oh wow.
And they start to melt, and I'm like, what is going on here? And then as soon as they turned on the spirit box. Then I started seeing different colors. So instead of the red, it was like blue, black, yellow, and I'm like, what is going on? Like this. It's supposed to be red, but I'm seeing all these different things. The walls are melting. It literally felt, and I haven't done LSD, but I'm assuming that's what it is. it's like you're on LSD, you know. But I guess Mandy from Hollywood Paranormal was in there, Shawn's in there, and I kept putting my hands up because the walls were coming in, and I'm like trying to stop it. It was nuts.
That was weird.
Wow.
Yeah.
And and like I said, I kind of talked to Patty and I looked a little bit. So she described a very similar thing, right? She described some of the walls look like they were melting, and she saw the bricks without being able to see them, in her mind's eye.
100%.
The bricks that were still there. And Joe is a sensitive on our team, and he does it more than anybody. He did the first one.
Nice.
And he said he's seen that too. Like he's been kind of looking down, and he said he start to see his legs and his area around him. And I think the other night he mentioned that he saw a couple visuals of people, different things, pyramids, and So what's that?
I think honestly, I think you're tapping into, and this is going to sound super weird, but I'm just going to say it. I think you're tapping into almost a different dimension type of thing.
I totally agree.
Or you're bleeding into that spiritual world, right? You're bleeding into that veil, and you're seeing, or you're almost crossing over,
Yeah.
And you're just seeing it kind of bleed together. But yeah, so as far as visions, or seeing people, I kept seeing a woman that was sitting in my mind's eye, right? A woman with a giant grin. I mean, up to ear to ear, just the creepiest.
Oh, that's creepy. Yeah.
Smile ever. I kept getting her, and then that dude with the brim hat. I kept seeing him step out of his little cove in the back and walk up to me.
And now, since I wasn't there, obviously, but did you and Patty do it in the same location?
We did the same location, the same chair. Yeah.
And you know what the cool thing is, when we were prepping up Patty, we were doing an EVP session, and we were getting someone that was holding this woman back from communicating, and we feel that it was that guy.
100% that dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, because both of you saw a person with a hat.
Yep.
I mean, how wild is that?
We both had literally the same experience. We both had those walls melting, or those bricks, you know what I mean? And you can't make that up. It's awesome.
No, for sure. And that's what I think, basically, when you're doing an Estes method, your eyes are closed and you're just focusing on what you're hearing, right? When you're doing this, your eyes are open, you're starting, it gets you into that trance, and now you're starting to open up all your senses, opposed to just hearing. And the other thing I want to ask you real quick is the difference between, obviously you've done the Estes. I saw it in your thing and a couple times. So after you're finished with the Estes session, and then after you're finished with the Delco method, what are the main differences that you feel your body, after doing it? Because I ask everybody this, and
I felt drained.
Yeah, definitely drained, but it's more so than that, because doing an Estes method, you can be drained. You know what I mean? And you're not supposed to go longer than 15 minutes, or they say that anyway. But I think more so this one, you almost feel like you're stepping back into your body, if that makes sense. It's just you almost got sea legs. You know what I mean? And you're okay, I'm back on this plane. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Something like that.
Because I've had a couple reports from Joe as well. Joe said the Estes method drains him more than this does.
Really?
Yeah, because he said, with his eyes closed and everything, you're starting to get a little sleepy, and you're kind of focusing. But he said he felt a little bit more energetic, and I've heard that from other people. It's less groggy feeling when you come out of it. Because I've done the Estes method and I've done this experiment, and I kind of felt the same way. That with the Estes, I'm oh my God, I'm just trying to I just woke up, I'm all groggy and out of it. But with the Delco, I definitely a little bit drained, because you're focusing, you're in a different state, but not as much as the Estes.
I felt I lost my equilibrium. I felt like I was losing my balance when I got out of it.
No, it's definitely draining for sure. I think it also depends on what you're talking to, or
that's true.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's a good
definitely.
point. Yeah.
I don't know if I told you at Virginia City, but the first time I did it was at this place called the Last Chance Saloon. And it was,
wild.
I'm not sensitive, but like I was at one point, I was sitting there and I saw like a shadow figure, like walking like back and forth in front of me. And how can I see a shadow figure when I got the red lights flashing in front of my eyes? So that was really weird. And then I was just focusing on what I was hearing and blurting out the clearest thing that I heard. And what the things that I was saying was pertaining to a murder suicide that happened next door from this bar at the Last Chance Saloon, where this guy killed his wife up in North Florida, started driving towards the Keys where the Last Chance Saloon is, in that direction. And he didn't make it to the Keys. He stopped there to a vacant lot and is with this 8-year-old boy, strangled him with a tie wrap, and then committed suicide. And I was able to say boy, 8, and their last name, Cantos, which is the craziest thing.
That's insane.
And we didn't know their last name. Like we just kind of briefly heard the story.
But they were talking about it while I was under, and I never heard of it either.
So when he said the name, I said, what is that name? I said, hey, real quick, look up that murder. And they looked it up on the, they did a little Google search there, and sure enough, it was Cantos. So it lined right up with everything.
And then the cool thing was the police officer that always checks on the bar when they close, so no one tries to rob them, make sure they're safe. He was the first officer at the scene of the crime when that happened, and he took us to the spot, and we were getting EVPs that was relating to what we were doing inside the bar. It was really wild. Like,
and he was excited too. Like you could see like the expression on his face, like this like cop trying to act all serious, but then he was like, "Yeah, come on, guys, let me show you the scene. It was right over here." So that was like just cool to experience that itself.
It was so cool. He took us right to the spot where the car was found. Hey, real quick, guys. Everybody that's listening on the KGRA digital broadcasting side of things, in a few minutes here, you're going to be rolling on to the next live show that's right after us. And we want to say a big thanks to KGRA for hosting this show. They got a lot of other great shows on this network with UFOs, cryptids, Bigfoot stuff, other paranormal shows. So definitely check out KGRA.
Bishop Long is on there. MUFON is on there.
Exactly. So everybody else that's tuned in, that's watching, we might roll over a little bit after, so you guys could stay here, or if you're listening and you want to see what else is going on, you could jump on over to our YouTube, War Party Paranormal, or the KGRA Digital Broadcasting YouTube, and you can watch us there.
So one person that hasn't done it is going to be the next sacrificial lamb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He hasn't experienced it.
So, somebody had a good idea the other day.
I think Jenny hasn't done it either, by the way. Mark my words.
No, she has a pair.
Oh,
she has a pair. She did it with Jenny's our team member.
She did it for Premier Impacto.
Oh, we can't get that out yet. But yes, okay, never mind then. Yeah.
But somebody had a good idea. Like we should just start doing it with every one of our team members and logging everything and kind of going through that and see what compares and what doesn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, Franny, you gotta throw those on there here soon.
Ooh,
I have an idea you guys can try. Have you, it's outside the paranormal, but it's not. Have you tried communicating with ETs with it? UFOs?
No, but
we were thinking, we were planning.
We have a good friend of ours,
Supernatural Spectrum.
Yes. Matt, and he is into all that.
Matt Williams.
Matt, yeah. And I've talked to him about it, and he's working on something like that. And
well, he's into Bigfoot, and he believes the UFOs and Bigfoot are related, and he knows a spot where there's been sightings that he wants us to do that experiment. But
that would be awesome.
Yeah, he definitely that's what he wants to do. He wants to try to talk to the extraterrestrials with it. And we were going to go out to an abandoned.
So scary.
Yeah, we were going to go out to an abandoned rocket facility, old NASA rocket facility out in the Everglades.
Right on.
Oh, that place is wild, by the way.
Oh, Cody, when I was on Hollywood Paranormal Detective Show, we were talking about this Aerojet rocket facility that Mike is talking about, and they said there's the same one. There's another one that's in, I think, Los Angeles or Hollywood. What would be cool is to do live investigations at those two locations.
That'd be cool.
Heck yeah, it would.
At the
Because
same time.
ours is like very creepy. It looks very apocalyptic. It's 3 miles out in the middle of the Everglades. It's like this little town. It's all overgrown.
Amazing.
Satanic
Basically,
worship.
yep. The director,
Symbolisms and everything.
yeah, the director of Aerojet was in a cult with Aleister Crowley. And
Well,
that
yeah, he
was,
was.
yeah.
He was a Nazi, and he came over after the war and started working for NASA, and he was into the occult and satanic stuff, and I think that's why this abandoned building is bringing that kind of worship out there. As people are going
people
out
been
there
practicing out there, even like Santeria and voodoo. So we get all kinds of shit there. I mean,
so many disembodied
footsteps. It's crazy.
So what you're saying is I'm taking a plane next weekend and I'm gonna be
come on down.
Come on down.
Come when it's cool though. You don't want to come when it's buggy.
Unless you want to wait for the hurricane to pass. Then
so Eric, you know how Eric found this place
Yeah.
was there's Python hunters. There's a show on
We got
TV,
a big epidemic in the Everglades with pythons. They're
and they
multiplying.
found it, and Eric saw it and was like, "We got to go," and we went. And then the guys from the Python Hunters just reached out to me not that long ago and said they want to talk about their experience. We're going to collaborate with them, tell them what we found. So that's going to be
awesome.
pretty cool. Yeah, heck yeah. Come on down, man, anytime.
No, for sure. It's on Shawn and I's list. Yeah, definitely, for sure.
So, do you know much how Shawn experienced when he did the Delco? Do you know what he was going through?
He was talking to a lot of different spirits, more so than the Estes. Like, from what I remember, everything was coming in for him. Like, just
where did he do it?
Bombarding it. So he was at Mackey Mansion.
Oh, there you go.
He was on the top of the stairs where Sophia, I believe her name is, fell to her death.
Mm-hmm.
So he was on top. He did catch Sophia. Him saying it verbally. Fell, Sophia, neck, stuff like that.
Wow.
But I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I think I remember him saying that he kept rocking, like he was rocking in between a space.
Well, remember Patty kept on gripping her hands. She kept on going like this.
Which is kind of similar, So
yeah.
I know Shawn very much enjoyed it as well, and I think it just amplifies and it amps up everything,
It's like all these different physiological reactions too. That
Shawn gives really good hugs, by the way.
Shawn's a hugger.
He's awesome. Yeah.
Him and Joe El Puma got to meet.
Yeah, right? They definitely do. I feel like they're almost like
Joe give him a big old grizzly hug.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, Shawn's the best dude I know, and
he's awesome. A great guy.
His mediumship is just out of this world. This dude's amazing for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah. No, that seance with Patty Negree too. Like when
were you there?
Yeah, well, I was there for a little bit, and then we had to leave to do the investigation. I was like, so into it, but that was crazy. Like how he opened up, I think, to one of like the guests that were in the crowd, and that was cool. I actually made, I think Jade from Ghost Club Paranormal was right next to me. I kid you not, we're both like getting emotional by that experience. Like it was really, really cool, and just heart opening. Like it was cool. Yeah,
the seance was amazing. Did you hear Patty's little box say my last?
Yeah. Yeah,
I was like, what?
Yes, I think so. Yeah, I was there for that time. Yeah, I was there. Yeah, that was cool. Her little box, like, I want one.
That seance was wild. I mean, I got a growl. I think Carrie from Vibes got a growl. It was really weird. I forgot to tell you about that, Mike. But yeah, like every event that we had that whole long weekend,
it was crazy.
It was active everywhere.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It literally felt like Paranormal Disneyland for sure. Like it's just
100%.
Not a name that's thrown out there. It speaks for itself. It's really crazy. Yeah.
So Cody, Mandy was talking about in the Mackey house with the mirror and the portal.
Yes.
What's that all about? Can you tell us about that?
So in the top, I believe it's the top in the stairs. There's a mirror there. Oh, there you go. She just put it on there. There's a mirror there, and you can talk to your loved ones. Basically, it's almost like a direct line to your loved ones.
Wow.
I personally haven't had any experiences with that, but I have heard other people doing that. Her from her team, and actually another group that wasn't there at PEX, but they've had a similar experience like that. So
interesting.
Yeah.
I wish we could spend more time.
I
know. I was gonna say I wish we could have spent more time.
I would love to investigate because we've investigated Mackey, but the attic in Mackey Mansion is where it's at. From what I hear.
Oh, really?
From what I hear, it's where it's at.
They let
can't
you in there?
investigate it, but man.
didn't let you in.
That's like the Riddle House.
Yeah.
We were there last weekend. Well, there's this place called Yesteryear Village, and it's this old village of historical buildings that were going to be demolished, and they all moved them in this one location and restored them. And the most famous one is the Riddle House, which Ghost Adventures did like a season 1 show there.
Yeah, 2008.
It used to be a funeral parlor, and ever since Ghost Adventures went there and they filmed the thing with Aaron getting a 2x4 thrown at him, they never let anyone back in the attic. So
really,
like 7 years later, we're the first team to go in there to investigate it.
And how wild is that we did the first Delco experiment in the attic?
In the attic.
That's amazing.
And we got some wild stuff. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So what happened in the attic was there was a cemetery worker named Joseph that was accused of stealing, and no one knows, but most people say that he hung himself because he was depressed. Or I think some people are saying that he was lynched in there and they're just trying to keep it hush.
Right.
But we get him all the time. We got him last night. It was crazy.
He's and he roams like, it's weird. We'll get his name in other buildings nearby. Like
at
in
the
the
Bell
same
House he was coming.
Yeah, it's like, where's he gonna be tonight? Like it's wild.
Yeah,
so
we
all
have
come down to South Florida.
We have an entity following us around for
really?
quite some time now. Yeah, we call him the Preacher. And he's been following us around for a while, and we actually at Virginia City at the Clampers Museum, we caught him on an EVP saying Preacher, which is nuts.
That's pretty wild.
That's cool.
Nuts.
Yeah,
that's very cool.
Yeah.
So, Cody, why don't you tell everyone if you have any like upcoming things that you want to shout out? Let people know about.
We're actually going to be back in Virginia City. We will be there.
Jealous.
October 28th. We're doing an event with Northern Nevada Ghost Hunters. We'll be at the Donovan Mill. So if you guys want to investigate with us, you can get your tickets there. Head over to our Facebook page. The link is on our Facebook. You can go check that out. Great time. Northern Nevada Ghost Hunters are awesome people. We've investigated with them plenty of times. So we'll be there on the 28th, and then we have something else coming up in November. I can't talk about it yet, but just pay attention. We got stuff coming. So
very cool. And what a lot of people, I don't know if most people know here, but you guys are on Paraflix.
We are. We're on Paraflix and YouTube.
Yep. So you guys need to check out Paraflix. They had some talent from Paraflix at PEX.
Yep.
Hollywood Paranormal Detectives. Entity 7. That's with Joe Vitale, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And a bunch of other people, and they got some really good talent there. So check them out.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
So, Mike, any last words?
Why are you offing me?
No, I'm not saying like is there anything else you want to ask Cody regarding the Delco?
I think he got pretty detailed, man, and I think it's really, like I said, I just want to thank you for getting in there and trying it and letting me and giving us your feedback and everything. And I would say when I get these new ones readily available, that they're even better because there's nowhere for you to focus. Like the other one had an LED. This is completely diffused all the way across. So it helps a little bit, even though with the LED, like after a little bit, that kind of disappears anyway.
It does. Yeah.
But this is kind of a little bit more diffused, a little better. But yeah, no, for sure. And I just, like I said, I want to thank you for coming on. I want to thank all our guests that are listening and that are logged in watching us. Yeah.
All right. So
thank you. I appreciate it. It was definitely an experience for sure. I loved it. All
right.
Yeah, go check them out on Paraflix. They got a lot of good stuff going on there.
Their YouTube videos are amazing. Check them out.
And they're awesome people. I mean,
they're on
Eddie
IG,
and Shawn,
Facebook.
they're really sweet and good people and are good at what they do. So go follow them.
Appreciate you guys.
Go follow the Paraflix, the PEX. I mean, family.
Yes. And all the PX talents.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing how we all bonded. Everyone. Yeah. I mean, it's like we were a family the whole time. It was really
PX
cool.
fam.
I really like that.
That's very cool.
Mike's like, I want to be there. Mike, next year, you got to.
For sure. Absolutely.
I saw Scotty in the comments too, so I think we got to just bring the whole gang, bring the whole war party.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And Franny, tell people about you and where they can find you.
Yes.
And what you have upcoming.
So upcoming, dropping on October 19th will be Supernatural Eye Season 2. Stay tuned for those sick tunes from Ernesto Modern Minds. He's going to be creating my new intro, so he's amazing. Go ahead and check him out. Again, that is dropping on October 9th, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Also, you can check me out on YouTube, Supernatural Eye, and then Instagram, Supernatural_Eye, and that's where you can find me. And also any War Party Paranormal page. All my links are up there as well, so that's where you can locate me.
Awesome. So I'll tell you guys where you can find me, and then I'll save the best for last, right?
Of course.
So if you go to flaparanormalresearcher.com, I have links to all my social media stuff, my YouTube and Instagram, Facebook, all stuff. I'm most active on, I would say, YouTube and Instagram. Also, I'm gonna throw this out there. I just dropped a new video on YouTube, like I don't know, I think it was a few days ago, and it's a mashup compilation, like of some of our epic clips from War Party, just kind of like a big sizzle reel, but it's like 12 minutes long of just nonstop clips that I had sitting on my computer that I wanted to just mash into a video, and it's some really surprising moments. You guys should definitely check it out. And it's the same FLA Paranormal Researcher TV on YouTube. And yeah, I just want to thank everybody again for all the awesome support. And like I said, very soon these are going to be readily available. Got some stuff in the works. So I didn't want to half-ass it. I want to do it right. So
don't half-ass it. Whole-ass it. That sounded bad. Whole-ass it. It's past 10 o'clock, right. So I can say that.
Yeah, you can say it.
Is it? We're in the
so you can follow my personal stuff at Ghost Hunter of South Florida right above there on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Been lazy on the YouTube, but hopefully I won't. And then of course,
it's like you have so much free time, Eric. I'm so surprised.
I know, right? You can find me on TikTok as well. But and then War Party Paranormal, you can follow us on, of course, the YouTube, because a lot of you are watching us right now on YouTube, on the KGRA Digital Broadcasting Network. TikTok, not TikTok, but I'm working on that. I'm working on TikTok, I promise. Instagram, IG, Facebook, and everything's linked to our website. It's warpartyparanormal.com. Real quick, I just want to, for our locals out there, we got an event coming up Friday, October 7th at the Old Davie Schoolhouse, super haunted. 3 places to investigate, not just the school, but there's historical homes back there that have activity. Wow. So that's October 7th. And then after that, Saturday, October 15th, we'll be at Yesteryear Village. We were just talking about the Riddle House. See if you can come over and talk to Joseph and see if he yells at you like he does to me. And pretty much like we got events going on like every week. So it's crazy.
It's a busy time of year for us.
Yeah, definitely.
And
spooky season.
I want to say last but not least, don't forget, guys, go ahead and drop a comment in this video, not in the live chat, but actually in the video that's on YouTube, on the War Party Paranormal YouTube. The code is New Reality, sorry. And that's going to get you a chance to enter in for the drawing to win a $50 gift card to the Ghost Hunter store.
And I want to give a shout out to all the new people I see here. Thank you so much for joining our show. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and tell all your friends about our show every Monday night, 9
Spread
p.m.
the word.
Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Pretty much every Monday night. We don't miss it. And we're going to be coming up with some live streaming shows where you'll see us in action like we did at the Angry Warthog Saloon.
Yeah, that was amazing.
That was cool.
Yep, that was
I was
awesome.
sad I missed out, but that was a really good one.
And then you'll be back though. And then next week's show, we got Patty Negree and we got Natalie from Paraflix. They're going to talk about the Delco again, and we'll show video of Patty and Natalie doing as well, and J9. Janine, you can follow her at J9. And Mike, I'm going to let you take this show back home.
All right. Thanks again, Cody, for joining us and
Thank
all
you.
our guests.
Nice.
And we'll see you next week.